agape was going through the other night, maybe.
Get ready to experience a ministry and music encounter. It's now time for the Kate Thompson Show, brought to you by Messenger Media Group at mmgtoday.com. Today's show also brought to you by Faith Video Productions. And now, here's Kay.
Well, hello and welcome to the Kate Thompson Show. I'm so glad you're joining me today. And this is another day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing. We are glad. I am super excited because I've got Miss B here. That's right. I have Chandra Corelli here, and she is going to just perform, and we're going to talk to her. Amen. And she is in the For Better or Worse TV series with Tyler Perry's TV series as Ms. V. You know her, but she is also gospel-y, jazzy, a soulful powerhouse in the industry. And look, get ready for a treat. She is getting ready to sing a fantastic song, Down Here. Just get ready.
Yes. Hope you're gonna be down here on this. Oh. One thing or another, trying to bring me down. But I'm standing on solid ground down here. Ooh, talking about right here, down here. If I were here on your behalf, you'll give a love that forever lasts down here. Ooh, talking about right here, down here. I'll be the light, I'll get it right, I'll fight the fight, 'cause that's the prize down here, yes, right here, down here. Who had the chance, but didn't do me right? Oh, but you forgive, I will win the fight down here. Oh, right here, right here. I've got to be that everlasting light. I've got to treat my friends and family right down here. Whoa, right here, down here. I'll be the light, I'll get it right, I'll fight the fight, 'cause that's the prize down here, yes, right here, down here. You're giving me all that I need to see the light of day, yes. I have to go through to be there for you, to show me your way. Ooh, get on, bum, bum, bum. Yes, down here. Oh, I'll be the light, I'll get it right, I'll fight the fight, 'cause that's the prize down here, yes, right here, down here. You're giving me all that I need to see the light of day, yes. I have to go through to be there with you, to the world.
One word from God will turn your situation completely around. As a matter of fact, one word from God will put money in your bank account. One word from God will regulate your blood pressure.
Bishop Diane R. Collins and Faith Walk Ministries Incorporated invite you to attend Sunday services at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Cultivation hour is at 9:45 a.m. Bible enrichment is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Faith Walk is located at 6084 Riverdale Road in College Park, Georgia. Phone 770-994-0033 or visit our website, fwminc.org. All right, well, we're back. I hope you enjoyed Shonda Corelli and Down Here. I mean, she's gospel, she's jazzy, she's syncopated and improvisational, and you feel every note, the bio says, and I believe it. You feel every note when she sings it, and we're just so honored to have her today. Welcome to the show, Shonda.
Glad to be here.
I'm so glad you're here and joining us. And I heard the song Down Here on CD, but, I mean, when you see your performance, it's totally different.
I love singing the songs that God has given me.
Okay.
And so I guess when I do them live, it takes me back to the place where it was created.
Right.
You know, and I get to feel it, and I guess people who hear it, they feel it too.
Yeah. Well, and then it helps that after you've done it for a minute, you've kind of, you got everything all connected, and you're not just trying to just remember. You know it,
Oh, yeah, so it's in my body.
It's ingrained in you.
It's in my body.
Well, yeah, that was awesome, and we just are so honored to have you. We're so proud that Atlanta's Own is just doing phenomenal things in the industry. Music, you've written, you've got a rich history. Tell us a little bit about the past, the beginnings of your jazz experience, soul, everything.
Well, the thing about it, I've come like full circle because I started out in theater.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, it was Samuel Jackson and LaTanya Richardson who at that particular time were engaged.
Okay.
And I was going to high school and I met LaTanya, which eventually I met Samuel Jackson. And Sam said, why don't you take some voice lessons, because you'll do a lot more musicals, and that way you'll always work. You know. And he knew I could sing, but I really wanted to be like this dramatic actress like LaTanya,
Right.
But he was the one that recommended that I take the voice lessons, and as a matter of fact, paid for a workshop for me.
Okay.
And then on, I met a singer-actress, and I just fell in love with musical theater.
Okay.
And that's how I started. And then I eventually, she was in a band, and then all of a sudden I wanted to be in a band, and I got into a band, and then the music, that type of music kind of took off for me.
Okay.
And eventually I got with the SOS band and Roy Ayers, and then went full circle again and ended up meeting Mr. Perry. I was doing a musical called Sophisticated Ladies, and he came to see another singer.
Okay.
Actually, that was a friend of his, and I got a phone call one day. And I asked him, I was like, how did you get my number? And I said, did Sheila give you my number? And he said, no, I didn't get your number from Sheila. But it was so funny because as I talked to him, we had so many things in common as far as what we thought about and what the message should be in art as far as helping people and uplifting people. And I just liked that about him. And I said, and then I never saw characters like the way that he had in the script. People that looked like me or the people that I could relate to, you know. Of course. Brown and
down
all that.
here.
I mean, some real people down here.
Down here.
Right. And it was just something about him. And I did this first play called I Know I've Been Changed. And we really became friends. And he was a fan, too. He would come out and see me perform and, different things. And then it was one situation where I just got tired of, like, going from one thing to another.
Okay.
And I guess I wasn't really getting fulfilled in the sense of in my spirit. But it was something about what he was doing. And I said, you got to write me a part.
Okay.
And he ended up writing a part for me in a play called Medea's Class Reunion. And his history.
Well, my daughter has all the Tyler Perry plays.
Yes.
So, I get my fill of those, they're every time. And every time something new comes out, Tyler Perry, I don't care if it's a movie or whatever,
That's great.
she's got it.
That's what I love about him is that he crossed generations, because people used to think it was like just, you know, white hair to come see him. They would say, oh, we're going to go to the theater. It's going to be a bunch of, you know, older people, church, da-da-da-da-da. But it was them, and it was kids, and it was people from all kind of backgrounds. And so that's what I love about him, and that's what it's done for me as far as giving me longevity.
I was going to ask you, what do you think is the key? Because, I mean, I remember the SOS band. I remember Roy Ayers, you know. So, you know, I got some witnesses in here.
Yes,
so.
they don't try to act like he wasn't there.
So, yeah, right. We didn't forget where we came from. Amen. Thank God, you know.
Thank you.
But what do you credit to that longevity? I mean, you have a successful marriage.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. I credit some of that to. That's right. The marriage will keep you alive. Okay. I credit, well, a lot of it is the fact that I guess really because I was open. And I didn't mind trying something different.
Okay.
When I first met Mr. Perry, I didn't have an idea that he was going to be Mr. Perry today.
Because you called him Mr. Perry, and I thought that was interesting. We just know Tyler Perry, you know.
Yes.
That was interesting.
Well, you kind of do your boss like that.
Yes.
And it's a respect, you know, because I mean,
Mr. Young.
Because when I'm, you know, when it's just me and him, I can say that. But when we're around other employees, so I like to keep it that way, just to let them know I respect him on that level. I don't take it for granted that I knew him when he was homeless. But my discernment about him.
Okay.
And the fact that he didn't forget about me when things broke for him. He helped me. And so I credit the fact of him being able to cross over his brand. I'm a part of his brand. And that's allowed me to have longevity and still be relevant.
Okay, that's excellent. Yeah, he just brought you along with him. Amen. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have this show, because we try to help people, put them alongside people such as yourself, you know, and give them opportunities to be seen and to be heard, and you know, that are gifted and talented. And so we thank you for your example that you showed, that you've really stuck in there and didn't just go, you know, here and there and try to do all these other different things, but that you were consistent in what you did, and you built your craft over the years.
Yes.
You know, I know people that they'll start something maybe, and if it doesn't work in 6 months, you know, or 3 months, you know, they're going on to something else, and it takes a minute. It takes a minute.
Yes.
It's interesting you said you took voice lessons, and that you were already a singer.
Yes.
So tell me about that. I'm just a little curious. So what did it do? What exactly, you know, how did it tone
Well,
down?
I contribute a lot of that in my longevity to the fact that I took voice lessons. Because it's not about teaching you how to sing.
Okay.
It's teaching you how to preserve it, how to keep it and take care of it, so you'll have longevity. You'll be able to sing into in your 80s and 90s.
Right.
It keeps you healthy.
How to breathe.
Yes, and it keeps the vocal cord healthy.
Okay.
So you're able to, and I tell people to do it too, because I know on the road some of the singers don't warm up, but I was taught to warm up, and they would talk about how when they go to interviews, they would talk about how they voices would go out and I would still be singing.
You'd still be singing.
And that's because I was taught to warm up my voice. And even in the spirit, because I want to allow the vessel to be able to handle what the spirit is going to do.
Okay. So that's practical, because, I mean, we got to treat our bodies the same way, too.
Same thing.
Okay. All right. Talk to us for a moment about your jazz career. Yeah, I want to know about that, because I like jazz, you know, so talk to us about the jazz.
Well, I've always been a person, they used to call me Vampula, because I couldn't wait till I got to the vamp of the song, and I would just go on for minutes and minutes. The musicians called me that.
Okay.
So I've always said this thing about ad-libbing.
Okay.
And then I was introduced to jazz by the musicians where I started, and I understood about improvisation. And how it is it's a creative thing, and it's in the moment. And sometimes you never repeat it because it has something to do with that moment. And I just like that idea. Of course, you have to know what you're doing, because if you go out there,
you can
go
flat.
Right. And it's like, what is that? What is it? Whatever. But of course, again, the craft and knowing the craft and being able to trust the gift is a lot of it. But I love jazz. I mean, like I said, it's a type of freedom, and when I decided to do something called Urspa Jazz, which is urban spiritual jazz. So when I began to improvise, like some people, you know, they'll say they hear my tongue, they hear my spiritual language in what I do.
Yes.
And I guess God had that prepared for me, like, early on. I just didn't know it. But it came together as that. And I mean, that is that's a big part of my brand.
So you're speaking in tongues on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, some people get it, and some people don't.
Right.
You know,
they get interpretation.
Yeah, some people go like, well, that's scat. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, or whatever. And then some people say, I get it. You know, I got something from that.
Okay. Wow, inspirational. That's good. So it's interesting you said too that voice lessons don't necessarily teach you how to sing. For those of you out there that maybe are not, you know, less gifted than my beautiful sister here, the voice lessons will help you preserve it.
Is it like, oh, you would teach me how to sing? No, we gotta have something to start with.
That's a misconception. Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. So tell us a little bit about, again, to Tyler Perry, Miss V, and how you got into the whole, you know, for better or for worse.
Oh, that was a great experience because what it was, he had a particular scene that he wanted to do with Tasha, the main character, which is her name is Angela, which is Tasha Smith. Okay. And he had someone there, but because I've worked with him so much, I think I understood. Okay. And he needed somebody who understood what he was trying to get over in the scene. Okay. And he called me. He's just like, I just got this scene. I want you to do it. I didn't know Miss V was going to end up going to 5 seasons. And then as it went on, he made her funnier and funnier. And now, to me, she's like one of the funniest characters on television to me. But that's his genius, because all the other stuff that he gave me, in his plays and everything, I would always play the person with the wisdom and the straight person and the, you know, the monarch of the family and that kind of thing. I was never funny. Okay. But he made me funny. He made you funny. And I love Ms. V because she's funny in the truth. You know, you